Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome to the final preview video for the Ajax and Diomedes DLC for Total War Troy on the channel, and this is the last gameplay video we're doing for the preview of the game before launch on the 28th of January 2021. And what we're doing here is showcasing a brand new battle map that was added into the game, and this would be the Battle of Thebes. The city of Thebes was remade for this DLC, mainly because our playable faction in Diomedes here is known for him retaking the city with the Epigoni, or the 7 sons of the 7 for Thebes, or their fathers, who failed to take the city in the previous generation. And therefore, we have not only 7 generals in the Epigoni, or technically 8 if you include the King of Argos' son, but we also have the 7 gates of Thebes. So what we know about the ancient city of Thebes from some archaeological find is that it has 7 gates, and each one's very decorative, and we see this represented in this city map. And what we see here for this battle showcase is us playing the defensive side of the siege, allowing Diomedes, the AI controlled Diomedes, to siege the city while we defend it with the excellent defensive and range unit of Ajax, the other new playable faction in the game. And we'll introduce some of the new paragon units for Ajax as well in this video, as you can select them during custom battle. For Diomedes, the paragon unit is hard to showcase because you can choose how you mix and match which paragon units you want to get trained by your Stratego, so there's infinite combinations to say, so it's hard to showcase them. But for Ajax, you get actual pre-planned ones, and there's 5 of them here that we can showcase. And for the rest of the map, we'll take a look at both the map as well as the battle mechanic in this siege. And it'll be a slow battle, and we'll get to show a little bit of everything. So first, let's get out of the bird's eye tactical view. And what we have is the 7 gates in this giant city that is Thebes. This would be gate number 1 here. And you can see it's a very simple decoration on the gate. These will get fancier. If we rotate over across this wall, you have the second gate of Thebes, and you can see it's much more decorative here. And then you have a river that runs through Thebes, one side to the other, providing water irrigation, coming down over here underneath this little pathway, going all the way across, another pathway, going all the way across, under here to the source of the water. There is another stream that runs through the city as well. We'll take a look at that as well. But back to our second gate, next to the stream here. We already saw the decorations. And then moving on to gate number 3. It's quite far. Bear with us. We have the third gate of Thebes. And we have a very nice looking, what I assume would be the town center, government plaza, or, very decorative governor's house zone. You cannot put troops in this, it's not interactable, but it's quite a beautiful looking structure, and also a very nice defensive area with cliffs behind where you can't scale it. And then coming to the side where you can scale, we have the 4th gate of Thebes, 2 torchbearers, and then we come across another great plain towards the 5th gate. You have the moon and the stars. And finally, you have the 6th gate, where you have this serpent-like figure with wings. And finally, the 7th gate. You have a sphinx guarding this one, eating a human. And that's the 7th gate of Thebes. And this is our battle map, as we can rotate all the way back to our starting position. Now in this map, the city center is actually in the center. You see right here. That's the capture zone, victory point. It's surrounded by the stream, and you can see here, you can fight here, and with the Blood and Gore DLC, if you fight in the rivers, you can turn the river red with blood. And there's other passageways you can take to go around, but the city center is very well defended. There's 3 entrances. This part is all protected. You have 1 entrance here, 1 entrance here, 1 from the back right here, but from the back you can get through 2 different points. This is a citadel that you cannot enter, another decorative piece in the middle here. You cannot use those walls as well, but other than that, pretty much you have the routes coming through here as attackers try to flank from the back, and there's 3 different chokes to defend the city center. Very decorative here. You can put archers here, get pretty good range and vision on every path that leads to there, where if you can just hold these chokes here, you can keep your archers safe. And then moving towards the other gates, we'll talk about what type of defense we're putting at each and what type of attack we're seeing, because there's actually quite a few different attack sources by the AI. They have split their army into 5 different groups, and we have responded by splitting our army into 5 different groups. First, you have Diomedes leading a very small assault force, pushing a battering ram. I gave him mainly faction unique units, pretty much all his good units, and Diomedes units do not feature a lot of range, so you're not going to see a lot of range units. We are going to be showcasing this on extreme unit size. And you have the renowned axemen, some of his knight runners, heroic axe runners, armored chargers coming at us. And what I plan to do against this assault on the first gate is I'm going to have Ajax come out to meet him and fight outside of the gate with our paragon units. So this is the 5 paragon units we have not showcased so far. It was not part of our unit preview. And the first one here is the Loyal Chromis. So this would be our medium class archer unit. All these paragon units are led by a special general, and it's not technically a general, but just a special commanding unit within the retinue unit themselves. That's what distinguishes paragon units from normal units, and you get additional skills. This one has snipe, allowing you to remain hidden while firing. That's assumed we're hiding in a forest. This map rather doesn't have that for us, but that's something you could enjoy with this set of paragon unit. They have pretty high damage, very high range for archer, good ammo. Charge bonus obviously doesn't really exist, but hand-to-hand combat isn't so bad. They're rather weak in terms of their evasion, but they make up for it with good armor, and the melee attack is average, a little bit below average, but damage is good. 125 damage is nothing to laugh at, so they're not terrible in melee and can definitely hold their own. And since they have snipe, you can hide them in a forest, you can fire off your entire ammo without being bothered. Quite a nice unit. Then, behind our Ajax is our other paragon unit, the Dutiful Alferes. For those of you who have seen our faction preview, this is the first unit you get off your paragon after your first challenge in Aegina. And what this unit has is a bunch of different skills. So, heals of enemies, constant, around self, and allies give people speed. So, units around this are faster, and the unit itself is also faster. Flanking attack improved, so this is obviously a flank attacker. But it also has decent defense as well. You can see the melee defense actually at 50. Also can hide, shrub and forest. Has a javelin, 2 ammo. Decent damage. Well, not really decent damage actually. 19 is actually quite low. Very low range. So it's mainly a charging spear, 28 charge. It's fast. It's not going to be affected by fatigue. This is your, flanking unit. Flanking attack improved. It has a lot of bonuses, to large, to swordsmen, to axemen. Armor's a little bit average. I wouldn't say it's high. Good morale, very, very high speed. So these are your high speed flanking units. Attack is average. Defense is decent. Damage is low. You're counting on your bonus damage, your flanking abilities to deal most of your damage. Low ammo, almost no damage on whatever you're throwing. I don't think this is a javelin throw based on the damage. They might be throwing something else. It's quite low, but regardless, they are your flanking paragon unit, and also led by a very special commander you see here, right here. Then over here, hiding behind some shrubs, is our glorious Nepotomus, and this would be a spear and shield unit, except for they can switch to 2-handed spear. They can put the shield on their back. When you have it in the front, you're enjoying 55% range block chance. They have flanking defense improved. They're a medium defensive spear unit that can fight back when you put the shield away. They're unbreakable. They're immune to psychology, so no fear and terror will bother them. They can hide only in forest. They have a javelin, 42 damage, 75 range, 2 ammo. Not so high charge because charging is not really their thing. For infantry, 22 is not too bad. Good damage, bonus against axe, bonus against sword, bonus against large. Very good defense, very good attack. Decent speed for medium unit. I don't think 42 is slow at all. 70 morale, 85 armor. Great unit, very sturdy, very useful. And then we have our 4th paragon unit. These are like a harpy replacement. and they are your far-seeing archaeologus and led by a special general. And they have Strider. Basically, they're immune to terrain disadvantages. They can hide in shrub and forest. They can be vanguard deployed. They can shoot while moving, so they're good kiters, especially when you put on skirmish mode. And they also have perfect vigor, means they are fatigue immune. Very, very powerful. Very good damage on their javelins. They're mainly a range unit. 29 ammo, 110 range. Not very high, but pretty high for javelins if you compare to what you've seen earlier with the 2 infantry unit. Decent charge, very high damage, good melee attack, weak defense, weak armor, good morale, excellent speed, so they can definitely kite, and even when you're done with your ammo or get caught, you deal massive damage back. Very strong unit. And then finally, we have one last unit here, the Unwavering Glucose, and they are our axe unit. They are a heavy axe unit with very good armor, very good morale. They do have a shield, 75%, very big shield, and they have bonus against spear, bonus against sword, bonus against armor piercing damage, or heavy armor piercing damage, so bonus against units with good armor. They have ammo, 47, so I'm assuming this is javelin, 75 range. Their specialty is they have battlefield healing. So if you don't lose the whole unit, you can heal them back over time, and they have very good health. And you have flanking defense improved, so they are a defensive unit, and they have hide in shrub and forest, which is pretty cool for heavy units to be able to hide in shrubs as well. You have shoot while moving, so you can throw away those javelin, and finally they provide encourage for nearby allies, so very good frontline unit here. And then accompanying this group outside the gates to attack the enemy, we have 2 units of Ajax's Companion, which is our more offensive version of the Ajax's great stature units. There's 90 here. It's considered a small unit size. We're on extreme, so it feels kind of big. On large, it'll be 45. We plan to use them to not only smash this group here, but also swing our army to crush the second gate to help them out. On top of the wall, we just spread one of our Tulster's bowmen really, really thin to deal damage to this group as they come. And the cool thing about our special archers is that they have expert accuracy. So they will never be friendly damage. We can feel safe marching out and fight, and they can just shoot overhead and will never hurt any of our units. And Ajax will lead this group. This is one of our bigger groups. They will swing out, crush Diomedes in the field, and then go help out in our second protection here in the gate, where we're facing against 4 siege towers. These, sort of Trojan horse siege towers in the game. And this is led by a lot of great infantry units, the Argives Axemen, Night Runners, more Axemen, and then some more on the ground to support. I didn't put that many defensive units here. I put 2 Ajax's Wall, which is our defensive giant unit, on the wall itself to defend against the siege towers. In the middle, over the gate, where the siege tower cannot land, I put one of our bowman unit, and then at the door, I put a companion. I plan to charge these guys out to kind of flank some of the units after most of the unit come onto the wall, and then hopefully their army can swing by to help at that point. But we're going to leave most of these units alone at this point and let them deal with the enemy by themselves. We're going to focus on where the action is, and that's Ajax. And across to our third defensive position here. This is a very interesting corner. We have another battering ram group, a lot of infantry still. I loaded up the wall with archers, considering they don't have any siege towers, so we can do plenty of damage. And then inside we put more archers. We put an Ajax's Wall at the gate. Once it bursts down because of the ram, we'll have this choke up the point. If they start climbing the wall with their pocket ladders, we'll pull our archers down and swing 2 of the companions on top to defend our location on the wall, while having our archers shoot from down below. And then moving on to our third location, we're faced once again with a ton of siege towers, a lot of infantry units. I just basically put 2 of our Islamist swordsmen. We ran with really good units, that's fine. And we put an Ajax Wall below to reinforce whichever side, and that's it. It's a very small group. This is where the balance of power is really shifting towards their favor, but hopefully we'll be able to wipe out this group and help, or in this case wipe out this group and help, because we have another one of these battering ram situations on the last gate here. Once again, loaded up the walls with our archers, blocked the door with a wall, backed it up with some spearmen to get on the wall if they start climbing it. And that's pretty much our setup. So that's our battle ahead. Let's get started with Ajax charging out to defend this gate against Diomedes. Let's go, boys. And we'll send our paragon units right behind. No fear.
Prepare for war!
Our archers are already going. We can slow down the battle a little bit so we can enjoy a little bit more. I'm gonna swing these two out as well. I'm gonna move them a little bit closer to that side. We have our axe unit, who is really good at tanking. We gotta put them on the front line. They're right here. We'll throw a rock at Diomedes himself. These two are range units. He's a flanker. Get onto the side. Did we throw the rocket? Nope. He wasn't in range, I think. Gotta get in like 100 meters. Now, can we crush this? That would be funny. If we can somehow just use a rock to crush the battering ram. We can also divine challenge. Yeah, I mean, here's our rock. Throw it! Oh, he's going for units. Ooh, killed quite a few. Fight me. Start flanking. Alright. We issue the divine challenge.
Your hero is under attack.
Now get away from us. We're fighting him. He's fighting air. Alright, we got the challenge going. We got the challenge going. Alright, the giant battering ram is trying to get through. Ajax's companions, charge. Flank over here. Help with the tower. We got our duel going on right here. We'll take a look at that one. They're cheating here with the axemen.
The foe's ladders have a foothold on your walls.
Flank! Let us fight in peace.
Death comes to you. It ends here.
Not bad.
Can you feel the enemy is trying to capture the gates?
We're cheating a little bit with all the range units hitting him. Oh, we should taunt him. We can berserk him, but we'll pick up pulverize.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Let's play one of our sword units. Swing that way. Ready, one. Oh, he pulled off his Aristia. We don't have it yet. He has the Athena's Might, which gives him 300% boost to that. Go help.
The enemy attacks the gates.
We're still winning by a lot. And we haven't used our Herculean Resolve. Alright, we have some couple gates that are broken. He still have a lot of health. We'll come back to it. It's over here. Wait. There it is. Gates have broke. It's okay.
We're moving!
Nobody's gonna climb. Oh, they have a few people climbing
The
walls.
foe's siege equipment has been destroyed.
Pull them off.
Forward we go!
Siege tower has landed. Battle has commenced. But we have them stacked up here. Perfect. Just buy time here.
Victory
This is our weaker
is
group.
close enough to taste.
They also have bursted the gates down here.
Wipe them out!
Charge down. The wall is not that bad. Alright, back to Ajax.
Ajax!
What happened to him? He ran? Wait, is there a body here? Ah, the shrubs. Seems like we have wiped him out.
Charlie!
Oh no, he ran.
Bring
He ran.
the underworld!
We can't keep him there because we don't have the divine. The divine duel only lasts 45 seconds.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Okay, Ajax's wall and the walls are falling.
Ready for
Diomedes went on the wall. We need to swing our paragon units inside before we lose control of the gates. We'll move the archer over here. We're gonna send the two of them into the city center in case they sneak attack us like this with one of their routing units not routing.
Masters of war!
Come down here, fire on top.
Your warriors.
Look
have
at our
been
last
routed.
warriors here. Ajax's wall. Do not give up. Hold. Push them back. We got help coming. I'm surprised no one falls off these things. They're trapped up here with us. Beat them down. Our units are back. Companions, go up.
Father! Spears!
Ajax, where's Diomedes? Where did he go? He went inside.
Your warriors are rallying.
See, they're sneaking over there. Chase them down. Get on the wall. Time to go. Alright, this side's done. Pull them back to defend the city center. Ah, they are routing. They have fled. Morale's all gone. Well, they gave it a good effort. They spread themselves a bit thin, and we just had better units for defensive battle, that is. And that's it. That's the Thebes Showcase. A great city, big map, new addition in addition to Gnosis, Mycena, and Troy, of course. And it'll be fun for the battles to come.
Ajax!
So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and see you guys next time. Bye!